bring in the closer. Your concluding paragraph is probably the easiest paragraph for you to write in your essay. However, the one mistake that you don't want to make is making it boring. Too often, students make the mistake of saying, now that's how I prove my thesis statement. I fall asleep as a teacher. Up to this point, you've given me an amazing hook and meat to eat from all of your body paragraphs, and you end your conclusion with, all right? I'm bored now. And this is the point where you don't want your teacher to be bored, because they're going to be putting that grade now at the top of your essay. So how do you want to go out? Well, you want to bring in your closer. You want to bring in that best pitcher in baseball, the one that's guaranteed to strike all the batters out and to leave the game just cheering. How are we going to do that? We'll follow along with the PowerPoint here. We're going to talk about how you close out. And later on, we're going to talk about the echo structure.
All right, we're at the very last paragraph, and up to this point, you've done a lot of work. So congratulations on getting this far, but we're not done yet. This is not the time to sit back and relax. You should be putting just as much effort in the concluding paragraph as you did in your introductory paragraph and your body paragraphs. Your concluding paragraph is your opportunity to wrap up your essay in a tidy little package and bring it home for your reader. It's a good idea to summarize or review what you said in your topic sentence and your thesis statement in order to suggest to your reader that you have accomplished what you set out to accomplish. Do not, and this is a warning, in any case, simply restate your thesis statement in your final paragraph, as that would be redundant. Now, as you look at the graphic organizer, you're going to see that the first sentence, it's going to ask you to restate your thesis statement. What you do not want to do is simply cut and paste. Look at synonyms. Look at different ways that you can say exactly what your thesis statement says, but in different words. You're then going to move on to the rest of your concluding paragraph by summarizing and reviewing what you said in your body paragraphs. One thing that I like to teach my students to do is to have them actually stop at this point and go back and reread each body paragraph individually. So what you will do is go back, read your first body paragraph, and then decide what is it that you're trying to say. And that's how you're going to summarize it. What you want to avoid is you do not want to take the topic sentences from each of your body paragraphs and simply cut and paste them into the summaries. Again, you don't want to bore your reader at this point. You want to still continue to hold their interest, but at the same time point them back to what you actually proved in your essay to remind them and show them that you actually did prove what your thesis statement said from your introductory paragraph. Now, what should I do in my concluding paragraph? There's a couple things that you need to make sure that you do, or that you could do. Include a brief summary of the paper's main points, which I already previously stated you can easily do by going back and reading each of your body paragraphs and simply summarizing them after you've read each one. This is going to give you a good concluding paragraph, and it also reminds you of what you wrote in your previous body paragraphs. You could ask a provocative question. You could use a quotation. Now, there's a small little warning here with using quotations. You do not want to bring in a quotation from the book by introducing new information. You have 3 reasons in your essay, and you want to keep it to 3 reasons. By bringing in another quotation, you're going to basically add in brand new information, and you're going to have to go back to the body paragraph structure of commentary, and you want to avoid that. So if you're going to use a quotation, I would suggest putting it in your clincher. You could also evoke a vivid image. Leave your readers thinking and wondering about your story and the point that you set out to prove. You could also do what's called a call for some sort of action, or end with the warning. Now, these 2 strategies are generally going to be found in your research essay. So you're probably not going to be using a call to action when you're writing an essay on something like Julius Caesar. Continuing on, there's a couple other things that you could do for your concluding paragraph. You could universalize or compare to other situations. For example, maybe you started out with an anecdote for your hook. Here, in your concluding paragraph for your clincher, you could compare it back to your short story that possibly relates to other situations, maybe real life situations. You could suggest results or consequences. Again, this could probably be related back to research essays. Once you've gone through the first sentence of your concluding paragraph and you've gone through summarizing about 3 to 4 sentences, you're going to get to your clincher. And I've talked a little bit about your clincher in your echo structure video. You want to go on to the next video, which is echo structure, and I'm going to get into a little bit more detail on how exactly to do that clincher, as it is going to tie back to that hook that hopefully you still have not done.